So we're gonna get into some of the Road Cruise questions that we
Okay.
tweeted out earlier, and then
Let's do it.
we got a little surprise for you at the end.
Oh,
Some
God.
older Jake Chams
Oh,
content that we might have to bring to life.
Yeah.
Nothing bad. Nothing bad.
Okay,
No.
So we can go circle style
You're
here.
gonna make him more nervous.
And everyone go to
Feel under attack.
What am I looking at, Jake?
No.
to the tweet earlier, and then let's all just pick our favorites. Try to get to most of them.
Were there replies on that link, or was there just tweet replies?
No, yeah, there's enough. There's amazing replies.
Okay.
So I tweeted out basically earlier, just we're having Jake on talking everything history, music, photography, and more. And we got some responses. So let's get into it.
All right.
This is a good one from Pamela at Ride is Laugh. How
Okay.
long did it take you to consider yourself a good photographer? That is an interesting question.
Fuck. No,
You can
what's
also touch on
crazy?
your technique too, because I know that's something we wanted to touch on that
Yeah.
some people don't consider that.
Yeah.
Photographers have their own signature. It's like you're like,
Yeah.
you want to liken it to sports. I mean, we're a sports podcast still. We
Yeah.
touch on that. Like
Yeah.
Damian Lillard has his signature
sure.
move. Photographers have their signature,
Yeah.
whether it be edits, I'm sure, where you
Definitely.
position yourself, all that stuff.
Definitely. Damn. No, what's crazy
That's a
is
deep question.
for a long time my Instagram bio was, "Can I call myself a photographer yet?" Which is like so crazy. It was like for the longest time.
That's a dope bio, though.
Can I call myself
That'd
a
be-
photographer yet?
I mean,
And I still
don't
feel
want anyone
that.
to jump on. That'd be dope merch. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, to be
That
fair,
might be
I
the next
still,
Jake merch.
I still feel that way. Like I still feel, I don't know. I feel like I'm always learning, and I feel the day that I'm like, call myself like,
Complacent.
yeah,
even.
the day I become comfortable and I'm like, yo, I made
I'm a
it.
photographer.
It's like it's game over.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
Facts.
you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm still learning and I'm still figuring it all out day by day. So
Love that.
Okay. I got a question from Jamie Bean.
okay.
What are your goals for the next 5 years, 10 years, question mark? Are there any
Ooh.
dream projects, personal or professional,
Yikes.
that you're wanting to work toward? In the same vein, do you have blue sky projects? I don't know what that means. She put blue sky in
I
quotations.
feel like that means like
it's a
dream
lot. Like,
projects,
Dream,
maybe like
dream-
big,
okay.
shoot for
Yeah,
the stars.
Bigger, bigger type shit.
That was like 5. Who,
there
Jamie?
was like 5 questions.
Great
in that
question,
one,
by the
Jamie.
way.
Great question.
I guess you can condense it into like
Yeah.
where you're.
How about
That's still a
how
tough
about
question.
let's just
but
let's start off with the first, like, how about your 5-year plan? Do you have a 5-year plan? at the
5-year
moment?
plan. Fuck.
5-year
I'm
plan's
such
always
like a
tough.
sporadic person that like a 5-year plan scares me because
Mhm.
it's like yo,
That's
you get
facts,
stuck
though.
on you get stuck on this
True.
idea, and if you can't make it, then you're not making it.
True.
You know, like
Yep.
I think for me, I have an end goal, which I think is I really want to start a creative agency for music photographers specifically.
that's incredible.
There's agencies for all sorts of the influencers.
That's a lacking
landscape
space.
photography, You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
a thing that doesn't
Mhm.
really exist. There's one that started recently, and shout out the homies. It's called Curza, and they just started doing like a little bit of a agency type gig.
Mhm.
But I think having like an overarching agency that could put on for music photographers and really back them, so they don't have to have the difficult conversations,
Yeah.
and they can have time at home where they're not stressing
Totally.
about work,
Mhm.
and they can have some sort of space. I think that's
More
huge,
comfortable.
and it's much needed in
And-
the industry.
And to add to Jamie's question, I feel like this is probably important. Are there any dream projects that are on your mind at the moment?
Yeah, man. I mean, for me right now, it's a lot more personal stuff. I really want to get more into like the YouTube space. I want to have galleries. I want to make a book.
Mm.
You know,
That was someone's question actually
Someone-
here.
Yeah.
Just to give him credit, at Miss_Crystal K said, when can we expect Jake's book? And there was literally like 8 question marks she used. So
Really? Damn,
Yeah,
she's pressing.
the Jake book. I mean,
Yeah.
Crystal's a bro. What's up, Crystal? I think I need. I wanted it to be for Christmas. I wanted people to be able to order it on Black Friday and then call it good.
Yeah.
And I've just gotten so fucking booked. So my goal is definitely early next year for an
Amazing.
actual book.
Cool.
The issue is too though, like it's like if you get everything signed off and
Yeah.
good to go because all the people you're working with. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
doing
it's
this
a
all
lot-
by
there's a lot of
myself.
hoops you gotta jump through.
All the merch, everything by myself. So bear with me. I'm figuring
I
it
got
out
you.
step by step.
I got you.
All right, we got a kind of photography related question
Okay,
that I
cool.
don't necessarily understand
Yeah.
fully, but
Yeah.
I'm sure you will.
Yeah,
so
give me it.
from @RallyKZ,
Okay.
photography related question: are there any color grading styles in photography that you particularly like? Like yours has a slight film haze, to me at least, and Maddie Vogels has lowered highlights, etc. Do you have any that you don't do but really enjoy seeing? Does that make sense?
I wish
Yeah.
I wish my photos looked like Maddie's. Maddie is an amazing photographer. No, I think that my personal style is like I really like looking for like a film look. I love shooting film. Film's like if I could only shoot film, I would. With Lorde, I only shot film.
Mhm.
It was like my favorite shit in the fucking world. Obviously, the turnaround for a certain artist needs to be way faster, so you can't
Yeah.
shoot film all the time.
Totally.
But if my digital photos could replicate certain types of film, specifically like Portrait 400,
Mhm.
for those nerds listening to me right now, if they could all look like that, I'd be very
They're
happy.
out there.
I like I really like blown out highlights, so I'm kind of opposite of Maddie, where he like pulls back his highlights a little bit. But yeah, there's that.
Love
Depends.
that.
You find your personal style over time,
Yeah.
right? Like with everything.
Totally.
So
Love it. I couldn't find any other ones that were like we answered so many questions
Yeah,
during the
no, I
course
feel
of
like-
this. It was just people mostly asking about kind of like the differences of life. But yeah, I mean,
you guys good? Do you need a drink?
I think they're good.
You sure?
they're killing it.
We'll have a drink
Hold
after.
on. Let me end it with a Blazer related question.
Okay.
How are you feeling about this season so far with the Blazers?
we got to come back to sports at some
Yeah,
point. here.
we'll just wrap it up with Blazers. How about that?
I'm upset, dude.
Yeah, okay.
We all
That's-
are.
I'm
I'm
upset.
upset.
I think we're all upset.
I'm upset. I'm just bummed. I feel like I don't know, man. Like, why
It's-
take something
it's a
so
rough season.
good and like make it so bad? Someone needs to get fired, bro.
Yeah.
Who in the
It's rough.
fucking
It doesn't make a
For
lot
all
of
the
sense.
Blazer fans that have
needs
lasted
to
this
get
long,
fired?
you know
It's
our
a
pain.
rough-
I
It's a
literally
rough
told
one.
my mom yesterday. I was like, "Mom, I've been a Blazer fan since I was 3 years old.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore, man. I'm fucking sad.
rough.
I'm obviously gonna be a Blazer fan until I die, but I'm just
It's rough.
upset.
Rough.
Like, when is it? It's another building year.
Yeah.
Like,
It's every year. Yeah.
And
Like-
I honestly,
Yeah.
I was scrolling through your tweets because I just obviously did
Yeah.
research.
yeah.
Your love for Zendaya. I need to see now Jake's laughing.
There's a
because-
couple lovers.
I
there for
mean,
sure.
you know,
Zendaya's up
I
there.
see you creeping. I see you creeping on your girl Zendaya. What's up? You trying to holler?
We got a simple
I
quote tweet.
wish.
She pretty.
Zendaya's pretty, bro.
I mean,
Do
you see any of us disagree?
Listen, I'm
Yeah.
not disagreeing with you. Like
Zendaya's a babe. Yeah.
you said, I literally screen captured. It says retweet to save a life, and it's just pictures of Zendaya. And I was like, Jake,
My man Jake is shooting.
You're shooting your shot, bro.
I love it.
Yo,
Oh my god.
damn, bro. She's beautiful.
Do you hear any of us disagreeing
She's
with you?
fucking gorgeous,
Oh my
man.
god.
If there was an opportunity, if you saw Zendaya,
Where's your
Are you
pickup
shooting
line?
your
B?
shot?
What's your pickup line?
The issue here.
there's no
is-
issue.
No, there is.
There's no
Oh.
issue.
The issue here is I'd have a camera around my shoulder, and Zendaya would look at me and instantly think I was paparazzi.
Paparazzi.
Okay.
And I'd be like, "Fuck."
Hey, if you caught her out and maybe she was shooting a movie in Portland, you could take her to a
Like
nice,
Zendaya, wait, I'm not a
Cafe?
paparazzi. Wait,
maybe a nice cafe.
I've had, dude,
cup
I've
of
had
coffee.
so many celebrity crushes. I'm glad you guys didn't dig a little.
We won't go to. Yeah,
We're
we
not
won't
gonna
go.
we're not gonna get
No,
into
no,
it.
no, no, no.
I know your love for Zendaya is very
Yeah,
strong. but
Zendaya's up there for
She's
sure.
up there.
Sometimes I just give up. I'm like, yo,
Amazing.
maybe one day
could
Oh,
happen.
beautiful thing.
I could even,
Before
just take you to coffee. So
coffee's a good date. It's a good date. I was gonna say before we wrap things up, we don't need to answer these questions, but just because you guys took the time to tweet at us, shout out to you guys because this is all
shout
stuff.
out all you fucks.
Seriously, this is
Every
all
one of
stuff
you.
that Jake covered throughout the interview. So if you've made it this far, your question was
Is
answered.
it too late to ask if I can curse on here?
Oh,
Oh.
bro, I
mean,
told you before. This is.
It's a free flowing
Well,
podcast, dude.
if you hadn't
do whatever
asked-
you want at this
If
point.
we were gonna say no, it's too late at this
Yeah,
point.
you
Jake.
fucking can. Let me tell you.
But just real rapid fire. Cuttlefish, she said, ask Jake about Panic at the Disco, his accidental creation of the Vro movement, Van Watt's
Alright.
Popcorn, his friendship with Brendon, Fortnite,
We talked to
All of those.
and his whirlwind of a year, Vros and Jake.
this last year has been fucking insane. I couldn't ask. for more.
Congratulations. You created your home base here in Oregon, by the way. Congratulations on the
wow, man.
house. Grant here, also a new homeowner. Was I not
Today.
supposed to dox you on that
Today, no.
info?
Buying a home
Too
today.
Got
Today.
Yeah.
Yeah, got the
This is
call
Buying a
today.
home is fucking stressful,
It
dude.
is. I am so stoked to be done with that.
Are you freelance or you not freelance?
No.
I
don't even.
No, he works. He works somewhere else.
No,
Okay,
I know.
Because we're freelance. I'm like, yeah, we know the
Freelance
stress
is a
of that.
shit show
Yeah.
trying to buy a home. But I mean,
I see. Yeah, I see.
You have a house.
Yeah,
You have a house.
We got the one about Jake's book. We got one. John talked about the one from Jamie. Panic fan _34 said, "What's the funniest moment on touring with Panic? Hardest aspect of tour life? How does balance personal relationship with the Panic team while staying professional?" We touched on that.
I hate them all.
Well, moving on. Just kidding. We touched on Jake's book. We got one from Angie that says, this is interesting.
Okay.
She said, "What did the amazing Bebo ever do to Jake?"
Fuck that puppet.
What? Puppet?
Child.
Okay, moving on.
All right.
No, fuck Bebo. Fuck the amazing Bebo and everything he stands for. I hate him.
It's like a horror movie?
I don't know. This is you heard it here first.
You
Fuck
heard
it.
it here first.
Fuck everything he
You heard
stands
it
for?
Fuck the amazing Bebo and everything he stands for. Smelly piece of shit.
Melissa Vro says, "What was it like adjusting to life on the road for the first time you went on tour?" We touched on that.
At first it was easy, and then it got real hard.
I'm sure.
Alright.
We touched on Jake's goals.
I painted my nails today.
And then
Oh, yeah.
shout
there
out
you
the
go.
nails.
Yeah, man.
there you
Go
go.
Bees.
I'm gonna do this forever, bro.
It's fucking sick.
Yeah, not bad.
And then Angie, who asked about Bebo, followed up right after and said, "In all serious, Jake is an amazingly talented photographer. What is your favorite thing about touring with different artists?" We kind of touched on that difference of photography style.
These questions are good, guys.
Shout out you guys. I'm really, really, in a serious note as we wrap this up, really excited for all of you guys to watch this. I think
I'm nervous.
We went
I hope you guys
way,
enjoyed
way
it.
more
Don't
depth
be nervous.
Sometimes
Don't be
I feel
nervous.
like
in a good way.
Sometimes I feel like
It's out in
I'll
the
s-
universe now, bro.
I'll
Can't
say
be nervous
certain
about it.
things,
Nope.
and then I wish that I said like
I'm
more, or I never wish I said something different. I feel like sometimes I'm like, all right,
I'm not
You felt like you
exaggerating.
left out
This is
something.
Yeah,
the
I feel
most.
like I wish I said
think this is the
something-
most in depth we've gone. It's
Cool.
the realest we've gone. It's the
love
longest
that.
we've gone.
Definitely the longest.
It's the so
It's definitely
yeah.
the longest.
How long is this? 3
We're
hours?
like
I went back there. It was
2
about
hours,
2 hours.
15 minutes.
YouTube is gonna be sweating as I
Wow.
upload this. Just saying, but this is beautiful.
Sick.
Luke is sweating
2
right now.
hours,
He's like,
15
I have
is
to render
perfect.
this.
That's
Dear
good.
No, that is
God.
like.
That's good.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Are
When
you guys gonna chop it up?
Well, we're gonna upload it in full, and then we'll chop up.
Okay.
See, this is the videographer in him is like, "How's this going on?"
He's like,
Yeah.
so are you gonna send it to me so I can
Please
chop it
get
up?
rid of a lot of.
No. Well, you'll see the final cut.
All right,
Of course, it'll be
right.
uploaded in segments.
Okay, cool.
But the full interview will be out there. But I think, in all seriousness, a lot of this is going to inspire people. A lot of this is going to give more insight into the mind of a
Sick.
creative, the mind of
Yeah.
you.
Cool.
Our listeners, even, or maybe just be sports fans, because we have listeners from all around the world that kind of listen,
Yeah.
for different aspects of the
Yeah.
podcast. But
Yeah.
I think this is a whole new side of, something that
I love it. I think
not a
you
lot
guys
of
should do
people
more
know.
of this.
You're
Like,
an open individual who
Thank you.
wants to. I seem like you
Change
want
things.
you want to you want to help others as
Impact
well.
things.
I
As
really
much as
do.
like as uncomfortable as you may seem right
I
now,
get super-
which I know you're not. At the end of the
you
day.
don't you don't come off that way. You
No,
come
you
off
don't.
as
No, you
yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
it was a very open interview.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, it was
I'm
absolutely. It was
glad.
A lot
fun.
of stuff I
you
share
guys.
is a lot of fun. I mean,
First time I've done anything
Tequila
like
help?
this. Thank you guys.
So
Yeah,
hopefully,
no, for
hopefully
sure.
it gave kind of a platform
Tequila definitely
to,
helped.
to speak to all the people who.
Yeah, I think
follow
there
you.
needs to be more of this, especially nowadays with how prominent digital media especially, is becoming in the world. Like, there's so many people doing these gigs, and you don't hear like, "Hey, yo, what's your Instagram? What's your Instagram?"
yeah, it's just artificial.
Look for that. What's your Instagram? All right.
Shout out everyone's
Bet.
go
Shout
follow
out.
them.
And
Yeah,
we'll
go
link them in
follow
the
them.
bios.
Of
too,
course,
for
of
sure.
course.
Yeah. So yeah, but there's
Follow
definitely
us.
yeah. What's your?
But there's a
what's
there's a
your-
lacking
plug,
of.
plug, plug?
I
There's
mean,
a lacking.
in-
I already
at-
tagged you, Jake. We're friends.
at Jake McGrady on Instagram.
I follow
There's-
you, but you don't follow me, asshole. No, I'm joking.
There's a lacking. There's a disconnect between the work and the what people see.
I
For
think
it
this kind of
sometimes.
lifted the
So,
curtain on some
Absolutely.
aspects
I
of
hope
that.
so. Yeah.
Definitely.
It gave a real aspect to it.
It humanizes people that think
Yeah.
that like people like Jake, they're just
It's
like, oh, he's a
everything's
photographer, his life's normal.
roses, you
No,
know?
no. This man moves at 1,000 miles per
and
hour.
works for what he's got.
And he works his ass
Thank
off.
you guys. Appreciate
Absolutely.
It. I
So
really do.
Appreciate all
Yeah,
the time.
appreciate
This
it.
was,
Truly.
this was way
Yeah,
longer
thank
than
you
we
guys.
wanted in a good way.
Cool.
Like
Okay.
we got a lot of good shit.
We
from
probably
it.
could talk to you for the next
Yeah.
3
Yeah,
hours,
we could
but it's
keep
also
going.
11 at
I'm
night.
gonna say there's
Yeah.
gonna need to be, you're gonna
I'm
accomplish a
down.
lot more and do new
Yeah.
things. There's gonna need to be a part
Let's
two.
do
You're
it.
always
Let's do it.
welcome.
I love
There'll
it.
always be tequila.
Trying to get some more into this world. So
I mean,
Love
this
them.
is, I think, as you said, personal brand showing your personality. This shows your true self.
Sick.
And I know I like to watch. I've watched 2-hour interviews with people just at
Yeah,
work.
for
and
sure,
just-
same.
Because it's authentic.
2
Yeah.
hours with someone on a real podcast where
Yeah.
they're not sitting, with makeup in front of like MTV cameras
Yeah.
or some shit like that. Like
Definitely.
it really
Definitely.
lifts the curtain on
For sure,
who
man.
someone is as a person. And us and our second string listeners are very thankful for
Well,
having
thank you guys for having me. Seriously.
Any
Shout out
last
you guys.
any last statements to you?
I just
to
want to
everyone
say
out there?
shout out you guys. I want to say thank you for having me.
Thank you.
I want to say mental health is a real thing, and
Perfect
be
note to end
very
it on.
cautious about
Go to
it.
therapy if you need it.
And yeah, I mean, just be
Talk to someone.
talk
Straight
to
up.
someone. Be honest.
Don't overwhelm yourselves if you are pursuing something as a creative.
For sure.
Very important.
I think
honestly.
be yourself and love yourself for who you are. And yeah, that's about it. I just want to make sure people know that. So
Thank you.
Good shit.